Opens. 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 Opens.
Yeah, I already wonder if you guys will enjoy these. I watched a minute of this video and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch this with chat because I think it's funny, but I must see if chat thinks it's funny too. I was laughing. I was having a good time the first minute. So I wonder if you guys like this format. Let's go.
They should put a new continent here. Wasn't prepared for Google to be this specific. How long does a cat hold a grudge for? 16 hours. I hate babies with grown names. No, I ain't holding Walter. Who would win in a fight? A baby. A different baby. Wait, why is everyone so sure about this? Why do parents bust into your room? Like they're trying to catch you cheating on them with another pair of parents or something. Let's say, I got my pee-pee stuck in a ketchup bottle, which I didn't. How would I get it out? Wait till it's soft and pull it out. It's cutting off the blood flow, and it won't get soft. Not that I did that. Today I found out that apparently if you kill someone in international waters on an unregistered boat, then throw the body over.
My hotel now, gonna go get some snackies on the way. When can't wait to play Zelda. Let's go.
Hell yeah, let's go. It's a very quick format. It doesn't leave much room for like anything but enjoying the video, unless you pause after every. But it's a very fast format. But I love these.
It's cutting off the blood flow, and it won't get soft. Not that I did that. Today I found out that apparently if you kill someone in international waters on an unregistered boat, then throw the body overboard, they can't trace it back to any one legal system, so you can't be prosecuted for their murder. So what did you do today? Does your stomach ever hurt so bad that you completely get naked on the toilet? If I woke up tomorrow as a horse, the first thing I would do is eat a whole apple with the core in one bite. I bet it would be really nice. Then I would kick whatever's behind me. I don't know how to explain this, but Thursday, October and 8 PM are all the same. To avoid straining your eyes when you're continuously working, follow the 20-20-20 rule. After 20 minutes of work,
his voice sells it so well.
You okay? Wow, 8 PM already. Almost time to lay in bed and regret every choice I've ever made while scrolling Wikipedia articles about disasters. Honestly, who the hell actually likes sparkling water that tastes like TV static? I don't know how he came to this conclusion. I just know he's absolutely
He is right, but damn!
I have a perfect life. Facebook, I have an okay life. Twitter, I am a hot mess. Reddit, I killed a hitchhiker in #86 and buried his body in the woods and I've never told a soul. Every woman's biggest nightmare is a late marriage. Mine is sitting on the toilet and a hidden snake. Yeah, too much information. It doesn't matter how old you get. Buying snacks for a road trip should always look like...
Thank you so much, Collective, for a tier 3 subby. Much appreciated!
Too much information. It doesn't matter how old you get. Buying snacks for a road trip should always look like an unsupervised 9-year-old who was given $100. Khloe Kardashian's hands look like the hands of what I imagine lives under my bed and grabs my ankles in my sleep. Alright, I'll bite. What do I do for a living? You work as a butler in a haunted mansion and you put your little hand in the mashed potatoes. Elon Musk is what happens when the ghost of a 14-year-old who died in 2011 and the ghost of a 19th century oil baron try to possess the same body. There is nothing worse than hearing people attempt to sound intelligent by using lengthy words and misusing them. I completely photosynthesized with this 15 years ago. If you wanted to see a picture of a raccoon, completely photosynthesized with this 15 years ago. If you wanted to see a picture of a raccoon, you would either have to already have it or drive to a library. And a raccoon in a funny hat, forget about it. I really wish I was in on this joke. Me, eating a taco in Cleveland. It's an inside joke. I can't explain why, but he looks like he knows a lot about dinosaurs. I'm going to start cussing out people, but with some biblical stuff, like, I hope your crops wither and bear no fruit, and the ravens eat your mustard seeds. Realize 10 years too late, you can probably smash these. You can't. The inside layer is too tight. When you move the outside...
I don't even have a dick. And yet, when I was a little child, I looked at these, jealous, knowing I will never have the satisfaction of putting my dick inside.
too late. You can probably smash these. You can't. The inside layer is too tight. When you move the outside with your hand, the inside doesn't move. Also I was told. People who have no playlists and just shuffle through their liked songs folder are capable of murder. The USA map, but I drew a pizza. The place I beat an elderly man to death in 2004. Imagine you are a whale and you were breaking up with your whale girlfriend and humans recorded your conversation and put it on Spotify to fall asleep to. That would be so fucked up. Men will literally learn everything about ancient Rome instead of going to therapy. Some of you remember the third friend that had to walk behind when the sidewalk is too narrow, and it shows. This time of year, I grab weeds while I'm
I no longer enjoy this video. I don't enjoy this video anymore. Goodbye.
walk behind when the sidewalk is too narrow, and it shows. This time of year, I grab weeds while I'm walking my dog and weave them into little wreaths that I leave around the neighborhood, specifically because there is a woman next door who is furious because she thinks they are signs of witchcraft. I encourage you to do the same. Every time I say my cat's name, she looks at me like I just told her that her husband died at sea. Me, during my 4th birthday party, suddenly gaining full self-awareness. My face when my wife gives birth to
Dude, right? At some point when you grow up as a child, you spawn your self-awareness. What is that? Did we all have that moment? I swear to God. It's just like, you just be walking down the hallway and suddenly, I am now self-aware. What is that? It's so weird. I don't know. It's so strange. You just start existing from that day. It's so strange. That was... Yeah, it's just like, aware.
baby, but I don't feel the dad jokes kicking in. But my friend suddenly becomes a comedian, most likely to wiggle his finger and say, "Don't mind if I do," when he sees a donut. Sex is cool,
no.
but have you ever made a joke at a dinner party that bombed and you felt bad, but then the host of the party pulled you aside later and said it wasn't your fault the joke bombed? It's just that Kate's brother died in a skiing accident, so skiing jokes are off bounds. Fruits that do not live up to their name: passion fruit, grapefruit, honeydew, dragon fruit. Fruits that do live up to their name: orange. Would you rather fight a buff nerd or a jock who listens to jazz? Things to remember: the nerd has a lot of pent-up anger. Might
Doctor,
pretend
are you
are his
okay?
dad. Because of the jock's exposure to jazz music, his attack patterns and movements are a lot less predictable. How do you politely tell your visitor that it's time to go home if you are from the
you smack the upper thigh like, and you say, so, or anyway, that's how you leave. That's what you do. You smack your upper thigh and then you just like, you get up and you just go, well, anyway, so, well, that's what you do.
Midwest, you just say, "Well," really forcefully slap your knees with your hands and stand up. Other Midwesterners will recognize the signal and say, "Suppose we should head out." My girlfriend, sitting there absolutely starstruck because I said I wouldn't love her if she was a bold 300-pound midget with no arms or legs and could only speak German. Timothy Chandler looks like a pointy Italian shoe that was turned into a real boy by a witch's curse. Therapist: so how depressed would you say you've been feeling lately? I don't care anymore if my foot hangs over the bed where a monster can get it. Jesus, wow. Do you ever eat some disappointing junk food and it's like I'm clogging up my arteries for this? Things on this site are so oddly specific yet accurate. Kind of miss social media in 2012 where the concept of an influencer didn't exist and everyone was using Instagram's pre-made filters and posting pictures of random stuff like a handful of Skittles or an overly exposed sunset. Those were the days. Someone should cross wolves and Great Danes and Great Pyrenees and stuff until they get the largest possible wolf dog, not for pets, just for like Jurassic Park hubris reasons. Our boss just banned overly specific names and the whole office is staring at Rat Snitch Brian, the good time. When a woman sits next to me on the bus, I always take it as a sign that I do not look like a serial killer. Not looking like a serial killer is definitely something I strive for, so it's nice to occasionally get this validation. Do not eat my lunch. I have 1 shrimp and 4,311 rice. Why is sleeping at night so hard, but sleeping in the morning is is like drifting around on a soft fluffy cloud while Adele sings you a lullaby. You're going to shit your pants and kill your roommate when you see what these child stars look like now. Thank you for bringing your Bluetooth speaker to the beach. I did not want to hear the sound of the waves and the birds and the wind. I wanted to hear the Spotify playlist you listen to everywhere else in your life because you hate to be alone with your thoughts for even 1 minute. Thank you. This image lives rent-free in my head. She looks like a mum whose kid just came home with a big toad asking if they can the guy who picked on me in high school and then became a millionaire just came into KFC and I overcooked his chicken. Checkmate, Justin, you fucking loser. Easy ways to kill a husband. I cannot drown him. Yeah, Facebook, I cannot drown him. This is crazy. The government should give us each $8,000, not because that's how much a Batman pinball machine costs. It's for a different reason. Today I had 800 milligrams of caffeine, exercised for 2 hours, ate literally 80 pizza rolls, and did a face mask. The line between self-care and self-destruction is a fine one, but god do I walk it hard, brother. Black green frogs sound like squeaky toys and look like angry avocados. Angry avocados? Fucking boring. Frogs sound like
why is my avocado so angry?
Wiki toys and look like angry avocados. Billionaires are fucking boring. Your mega mansions with all white furniture makes me sick. How could you have that kind of money and not live in a haunted house with a moat, hedges shaped like animals, and a groundskeeper with a questionable past? Why are rugs so expensive? Pillows, curtains. Why does the trash can fill up so fast? Why do I have to clean my kitchen so much? Where the hell is all this dust coming from? I can't believe this needs to be said, but if you are bit by a snake, please don't bring the snake into the emergency room with you. I wish I could Google search my own mind and just type stuff like, what are my favorite movies? Or what was the name of the place with the really good egg rolls? How come when a house is haunted, it's always a ghost from the 1700s? Imagine a ghost from 2007 screaming, it's Bernie bitch, at 3 AM. Me, at age 16, after sitting in my drug dealer's room for 2 hours in complete silence while he makes beats because I'm not allowed to leave right away or his dad will know he sells drugs. Okay. Hey, last night was fun, but after watching you eat the rolls, as soon as they came to the table, I don't think I want to continue this. Everyone knows you wait 5 minutes before reaching for the free bread. One of my greatest joys in life is when Jeff calls the bed to make an appointment.
What the fuck?
Okay. Hey, last night was fun, but after watching you eat the rolls, as soon as they came to the table, I don't think I want to continue this. Everyone knows you wait 5 minutes before reaching for the free bread. One of my greatest joys in life is when Jeff calls the vet to make an appointment, and they ask for his name, and he says, Jeff. Then they ask for our cat's name, and I watch him gather the strength before he tells them, Baby Jeff. I went to the bar in my scrubs last night, and this dude paid for my tab because he thought I was a nurse during the pandemic. Sir, I lazy booty holes for a living. How to make anything you do sound suspicious. Be mostly specific. An example, yes, I bought this with legal tender money that was acquired legally. I met with a friend who was alive. Happy 3-year anniversary to working in a coffee shop at 3 AM. And my first customer was this lady in a fox costume on her way to surprise chase her daughter who was afraid of mascots down the street in Chicago. Doing LSD with friends, be cool, till one of them admits to accidentally killing their younger brother. She started seeing a guy that can pronounce Noki. It's over, bro. You gotta move on. Being an adult means not having your bed pushed up against a corner. That is literally the only criteria. All visitors from New Jersey must explain why. Limited exceptions. The more random people you see jogging for no reason, the higher rent is going up. Billie Eilish is 18 years old. You know what that means? That's right. She is illegally allowed to operate 2019 Viper RT80 8,000 pounds air pneumatic forklift heads diesel lift truck with proper certification, of course. In every partnership, there is a person who stacks the dishwasher like a Scandinavian architect and a person who stacks the dishwasher like a raccoon on meth. Google review summary.
I'm a VTuber. I don't have to.
This company is a scam. I hope everybody at this place loses their job and they starve in the rain. Great shipping speed, much product variety. When I pack too much for a short trip, 11 pants. My greatest fear. Variety. When I pack too much for a
Why is this? This is so dumb, yet so funny.
a short trip.
I'm
11
not gonna
pants.
Tetris,
My
no.
greatest fear is someone being able to observe how I live my life for a full 24 hours. Yeah, I've honestly read this meme like 10 times, but the mic didn't pick it up. It's not that interesting. I just wanted to put it in this video to basically say fuck you. The year is 1888. Me, the first paleontologist to dig up a triceratops skull, whispering softly, "What the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck?" My coworker said Billie Eilish makes music for girls who call themselves psycho, but are too afraid to ask for extra ketchup at a restaurant. People who are allergic to peanuts, I can't, it'll kill me. People who are allergic to gluten, I can't, it'll wreck my body. People who are lactose intolerant, humans cannot achieve immortality anyway, and life, not lived to the fullest, is no life at all. And me a gallon of milk. I bet if they made a ratatouille too, it would have been fullest is no life at all. And me a gallon of milk.
Is this your chat?
Bet if they made a ratatouille too, it would have been like international, and they would have entered a cookery contest and met chefs from all around the world, but they all had different rats in their hats, like a sushi rat, and a Guy Ferrari hat, and a German rat. Yeah, sex is cool, but what about when you're cutting wrapping paper, and instead it goes, instead of Michael B. Jordan.
Oh my
is
god,
cute.
yes! Why is this so accurate? When it goes like, instead of...
About when you're cutting wrapping paper, and instead it goes, instead of Michael B. Jordan is cute, but doesn't have any edge. He looks, I don't know, responsible. He looks like he knows where his birth certificate is at. Does mace work on birds? If a heron is attacking me, will mace be an effective deterrent? Time-sensitive question, please respond. I'm just going to watch Shrek in my head. As a little kid, I was so damn obsessed with Shrek. I mean, the kind of obsessed where I'd watch it over and over, days in a row. It was all I ever wanted to watch. It got to the point where I had memorized it word for word and beat for beat. This meant that somehow I could watch it in my head, timed perfectly. No fast forwarding, no skipping. Now this was fine for car trips and such, because my dad would be like, "Hey, do you want some coloring in to do?" And I'd be like, "Nah, I'm gonna watch Shrek in my head." Occasionally my dad would ask where I was up to in the movie, just to check in on me. You're probably thinking, weird, but that's cool I guess. Wrong, sort of. It got so bad that I'd watch it in my head at night before I went to sleep. My dad would literally check in on me at night, noticing I was blankly staring up at the ceiling, and have to yell, "Stop watching Shrek and go to sleep." Okay, can we agree the worst feeling is when you're sitting around consciously procrastinating, and you're just overly aware that each second passes is more time wasted, and you like watch hours pass and you're still procrastinating, and you can't stop, and your panicked brain is trapped inside a body that refuses to be productive, and inside you're screaming, but outwardly you're just eating chips. Isn't it crazy how depending on your mental state, you can either spill a glass of water and be like, oops, clumsy me, or spill a glass of water and be like, my life is a fucking nightmare. I destroy everything I touch, no one will ever love me, and my wet fucking floor kill me. When my boyfriend is home, I eat 3 square meals a day, and when he is gone, I creep into the kitchen for a handful of dry cereal, or a pickle every 2 hours, like a tiny rat in a I'm gonna try and say this. In a bodega bedsty, whatever. Waking up from a 6-hour nap. I don't remember taking, drenched in sweat, my AirPods lost around my room, my phone at 2%, my charger wrapped around my neck, my pants roll up to my thighs, sheets coming off my bed, bead marks on my face from bracelets, a sore throat, and having to take the most painful piss known to a man. If they offered you $80 an hour to clean a cemetery alone from 10 p.m. to 5 p.m, are y'all taking the job? 80 hours. You get the hell out of here. Thinking I'm gonna refuse that. Damn, I'm making sure each one of those tombs is spotless with the finest holy water. Annabelle trying to visit her friend. Aisle 6, row 3, bro. Might get haunted, but I'm leaving every shift in a Bentley with Casper and his homies in the back. I'm coming dangerously close to the age where I start doing puzzles on the dining room table for recreation. Pro tip, never throw a party at your house. Some dude opened our fridge and tried to steal bacon. Music died down, and you just hear someone say, "Hey, this dude's sliding bacon down his pants. Hey, he's stealing the bacon, yo." Do you ever put your coat on too soon before you leave the house? Then you can't find...
I'm gonna be honest. If I throw a party and some motherfucker be stealing my bacon from the fridge, I'm letting him steal the fucking bacon. Cause boy, he hit a low point in life if he needs to steal my fucking bacon from the fridge. You take all the bacon you need, buddy. This man is at a low. He's stealing the bacon, yo. He needs it more than me, clearly.
find your keys, and then you're hot as hell looking for them, and then you nearly have an anxiety attack and a heat stroke all at once. Millennial dads have pathetic DIY skills compared to baby boomers, maybe, but at least I have the emotional capacity to tell my daughter I love her. I would give anything to be a golden retriever belonging to an upper middle class white family with one of those bandanas around my neck named Max or some shit. Please check your children's candy very carefully this Halloween. I found a M4A3E8 German tank in this box of Pocky. Kids these days will never know the hardships of each week having to overcook a fresh hard-boiled egg yolk for the computer mouse. Okay, new rule. If you regularly consume the blood and flesh of a demigod in a room full of chanting elders, you are not allowed to call other religions primitive and evil. This is oddly specific and leaves some very interesting questions unanswered. I'm begging y'all to remember that you're naming people, not just babies. A 17-year-old will have that name. A 28-year-old will have that name. Maybe we should rethink choosing Mackenzie. Great, what the fuck? Hot air balloons kick ass. Are they safe? Not really. Can you stop it if you don't like it? Think again.
No,
But
not
can
for
you
you,
steer?
T.
Listen, don't bring that negative energy into this wicker basket. Okay, I'm going to light this flamethrower. We need to normalize bisexual, introverted leftist former gifted children with depression who drink iced coffee. Bro, this is... what am I reading? Remember in the early 2000s when your aunt would randomly have a bowl filled with blue glass pebbles sitting in a...
Why did they always look so delicious? These pebbles! I wanna eat them! So bad! Why do they look so good? So eatable! So quenchable! Look at the pebbles and tell me you don't feel like they quench you. Whatever is going on, they look quenchable. Consume.
windowsill, totally loving Taylor Swift's suit, which is designed to break up her shape against the background, thereby making it difficult for German U-boats to calculate her range, speed, and direction. If you ever find a genie and you're really craving a dessert that looks like this, do not say, "I would like a lifetime supply of raspberry crowns." While this is, in fact, the name of the pastry, it is also the name of a species of wasp for some reason. The genie, being a nasty trickster, will no doubt give you a bunch of wasps. This is an oddly specific post. Are you okay?
Will it be possible to say that I need you more than the others?
No, that's different because, no, that's something else.